mighty fist of God, Armageddon will descend upon the city of Los Angeles, the city of sin.
Yeah, someone fucked with my mic settings. So this is what happens in the morning when you turn on, give me just a second, when you turn on reduce mic background noise, echo cancellation, automatically adjust volume on this son of a bitch, then guess what happens? It automatically adjusts your shit to where if you yell, it makes you really quiet.
Yeah. It's a really, really overly sensitive limiter / compressor, whatever the hell they got going on there.
So whoever fucked with my settings while I was guesting on your channel, thank you. Wasn't Eris. Probably Mike.
It could have been. Mikey's always he's always doing stuff with your stuff.
I blame Mexican Iron Man.
Yeah. Oh.
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Yes. I know. Yay.
All right, he's back. All right.
Yay.
Woohoo.
Yeah, I'm here. Son of a bitch.
Oh, I should have been wearing my hat. We could have been twinsies. Oh my god.
Right. My geeks and gamers beanie, man.
My hair is a mess and my voice is a mess. I look like shit.
I'm a mess. So
I haven't shaved, so I got all kinds of salt and pepper shit going on this thing right now. And we're men. We don't look the best all the time, but we're doing okay. So yeah, good morning to everybody out there in the YouTube land and the Royal Rumble. And whoops, we'll probably get
Royal
copyright.
Rumble.
Well, yeah, sorry, that was what, 2 months ago, 3. Anyway, so yeah, sorry. Zero's got the post caffeine come down jitters going on here, but yeah, it's Monday. Here we go again, folks.
It's Monday in Valhalla. We have a special little lady out there.
Do
whose
we?
birthday it is. this morning.
Oh.
So,
Oh.
yeah, we've had some requests, Mary. Just so you know that we've had some requests this morning, and I believe,
See,
yeah.
there's a special little treat. So right over there, that little guitar in Loki's room, he's gonna pick that up and he's gonna play a song for you.
No, it's the other way.
It's gonna sound a lot like this. Yeah. Well, all right. Happy birthday on Guitar Hero. We rocked it. So yeah, happy birthday. That was it. He's busy taking care of the big channels. Ooh, shots fired. But he's not a YouTuber yet. He knows how to maintain the big channels. That's rather oxymoronic.
So yeah, we've got I don't know. We're gonna do something.
We're gonna snap.
We're gonna snap. Are we gonna snap or are we just gonna sing?
Oh God, I don't know. I mean, somebody requested to go a little step further. I don't know if we want to do that live. It might
that's totally your call.
Well, yeah, DJ Ronnie G got that half right down there. Yeah. I'm so yeah, I agreed to do the cake jumping part, but I'm not getting icing all over my axe. There's no way.
The ladies have spoken. Arwen's like, do it. Mary, do it.
Oh, geez.
Whatever it is, do it.
All right. The things we do for our community.
Do it for the birthday girl.
So somebody requested that I pull this thing out and do some things. Hold on, because Zero's not used to having 14 fucking cables running all over the place right now. And
guys, there was no setup here.
There was no
like a last minute thing.
Loki literally showed me the message.
I'm like pushing him. Do it.
So quick question for you guys. Can you hear this?
Yes.
Okay. Is it too loud?
Nope.
Okay. Now, next question. Does anybody out there know how to play Happy Birthday?
No. Stay in E. Just go in E and stay in E.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Oh God, we're gonna screw this up.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, of all the songs, probably the easiest thing to play. Zero can't play Happy Birthday, so yeah. How fantastic is that? All right, so obviously, NB Geeks got a shout out for you if you want to take care of that. Well,
we will after this. We will. Yes, I see you, Jesse. We are gonna. We'll talk about that. It is a happy birthday for a little lady out there in Valhalla, and we're gonna sing her happy birthday.
All right. Well, all of y'all can feel free to sing along. I know that's kind of impossible when nobody can hear each other, but yeah. All right. Well, if you guys want to do this, we can do this. So, Loki,
you lead, I'll follow.
I did. You want me to lead? And oh God, Zero's not a leader. I am not a leader of men. Since oh shit, goddamn. All right. Well, okay, and bear with me. I am still ill. So the voice is not that great. So
quit making excuses. You're gonna do great.
I'm not. I'm just saying, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mary. Okay, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mary. Happy birthday to you. So out of tune.
I love this guy. Absolutely love him. We love you, Mary. Happy birthday.
Woo! Yeah. All I needed was rehearsal time and I didn't get it. So
that was great. That was great. That was awesome.
Yeah, it is so out of tune. I haven't used this thing since I finished recording the nothing. Anyway, so
hearts, different colored hearts. She loves it.
I do apologize for how shitty that probably sounded. But look at it this way. The good thing is, now that we know when your birthday is, that gives me an entire year to practice to get this thing right. So there is a positive that came out of that.
That's right.
Anyway, happy birthday, Mary. We're all wishing you the best, and we hope whatever you're doing to celebrate, you're going to have a kick-ass time and enjoy yourself. That's the most important thing.
That's right. That's right. So happy birthday, Mary. Thank you so very much for being you, for being here, for being a part of all this, for doing the wonderful things that you do, because you kick ass and take names so much. You get the OG this morning, the head of toxic femininity.
All right.
The one and only Conan Skull.
God, it was good stuff.
MB Geek sent in a $5 super chat and said, Loki, you were in for a treat with Shogun, bud. Amazing story. Okay.
All right.
Great cast. Solid writing.
Exciting.
It's 3. Costumes are just amazing. 4. Hiroyoku Sanada is just a legend. That's true. That's 5. So 5 things, 5 reasons to watch Shogun. I am working my way there. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. I went to watch this like right after it came out. And I got told you're not watching that.
All right.
Huh? You mean I'm not watching that? She's like, you're waiting until I can watch it with you. Okay, fine. Could I probably sneak off and watch it by myself? Yes, but I'm holding off. I'm waiting. I'm gonna give her at least another couple weeks, and then I'm gonna watch it. I'll tell you guys what I think. I will tell you that Ghostbusters is at least going and worth watching. I had a good time. I didn't have a great time.
Is it
a great movie? It's I mean, it's weird. I'd give it like 6.5, maybe a 7.
So is it kind of just like a popcorn junk food kind of movie?
It's a sequel to Afterlife. That's exactly what it is a sequel to Afterlife. I don't know. I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'm not gonna tell you anything. I'm just gonna say I don't even think Bill Murray needed to be in this. I mean, I understand Winston being in it because Winston took the Ecto-1 back home to the ghost house. I understand Dan Aykroyd being in it because he's got his bookstore, and he's got all that. He's the answer guy. He's like, I mean, he is the evolution of Stan and Egon. So I could totally see Egon working there with him in the bookstore, right? With all the answers. They're the answer guys. So I can understand that. Bill Murray, there's like absolutely no reason besides it's Bill Murray. It's okay. It's better than bad. Would I pay $50 again? Because we probably paid about $55 tickets and a popcorn and 2 drinks.
50
So,
bucks for okay, well yeah, that kind of makes sense.
would
That's
I would I
it's
do
about
that
average.
again? Probably would. Um, that's tickets, that's popcorn, that's not candy. We didn't go all out. We go all out, we're spending, 80, 90 fucking dollars at the
Yeah,
movies.
yeah,
We
easily.
can't do that all the time. That's a once in a while thing.
Hmm.
That's, popcorn, candy, food.
Yeah, yeah.
We're getting hot dogs and pizza and nachos and all that shit.
I thought it was funny to go back a second. You thought that Bill Murray didn't need to be in the movie. Did Bill Murray did he even want to be in the movie? I mean, he was there. He must have
He got a check.
Yeah, yeah.
At least he got paid. So I'm sure he got paid.
Yeah. Not 90, but everyone's freaking out about $90. Guys, you know what, down here for a single person, because when I used to go to the movie theater semi regularly, back when movies were still kind of half decent, you could get like your movie ticket probably anywhere from like 14 to $20, depending on the time of day, depending on what theater you go to, what's playing. 2 little bags of peanut M&Ms, those were always my favorite, and a large drink. 40, $50 right there, easily.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's
Orbital
not
Nation, $5 super chat. Buenos dias,
All right.
Loki and amigos. Yes. What is up? Guys, PJ is so great. PJ is always looking out for other YouTubers. So much cool stuff over on his channel on Orbital Nation. Guys, if you haven't seen it, check it out. PJ is one of the best of us. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat, brother. I don't have an Orville one. The best I can do is probably give you the nipple gun.
Nah.
Yeah, we'll do the nipple gun. Let's go! I mean, if you think about it, $10 a ticket. Unless you go to IMAX, then it's even more.
Yeah.
You want to know what we spent when we saw Dune 2. Preview tickets, I think they were 20 something a piece. That's $40.
I could believe it.
Just for the tickets. We got special cups. That was another like $15 a piece. So that's $30. The popcorn thing, that was $20. So you start adding all the shit up, candy, food. I know she got like a giant Bulgarian pretzel thing. It's like, god damn, dude.
Jeez, you guys rocking the fancy shit over there.
So when you go all out, like, we don't do, it's not like we do that we don't even do that once a month.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe twice a year we'll go all out at a theater. And that's when we get the food. So usually that's Alamo Draft House. Sometimes that's other places. So I don't know. It was just you want to go and spend $8 a ticket, go see it. Maybe get a drink and share a drink. Keep it cheap. It was AMC, I think. Usually we go to Alamo Draft House, but that's like an hour and a half away. So it's not like that's going to be our go-to.
Yeah.
We've got AMC's, we've got Cinemarks, and we've got Regal. The Regal is unbelievably expensive and not worth it. It's new. It's brand new. And their theater is nice. They're nice theaters, but it's okay. So I can go to IMAX at AMC. It's a really nice IMAX. It's like $12, $13 a piece for tickets. I go to Regal. They want $22 a ticket plus the online service fee. They don't have anything besides Pepsi products. and half the time it's like, oh, sorry, we're out of Pepsi. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, we're out of Mountain Dew. Oh, sorry, we're out of this. And they don't have any extra shit. So,
Mhm.
and that's their fault. That's your fault. Regan,
Yeah.
if you're watching this, how dare you talk shit about our theater?
Oh,
Well,
he
guess
dare.
what? That's your fault because you don't keep shit in stock. Every time I go there, we don't have this. How do you fucking run out of nachos? You know how cheap nacho? You know you get that bag of nacho cheese. You know that fucking plastic bag that's like lasts like 25 years, and you're like, man, the expiration date on that's like 2075. How the hell do they do that?
Oh, because
right?
that's how long it's gonna sit in your stomach too. Yeah.
And then you've got the chips, the corn chips that last 2 years. So how the fuck do you run out of nachos and nacho cheese? Yeah, it's the Bado cheese. So I don't get that. You don't have nachos? How do you not have nachos? I don't have nachos. Don't have it. Don't have it. I feel like I'm in Caddyshack 2 talking to Dan Aykroyd's character when he's like, oh, give me the burrito. Don't have it. Give me the sandwich, the club sandwich on rye. Don't have it.
We stopped selling nachos because everybody was complaining about there was too much crunching in the theater. Right.
Yeah. Pacific's like cost you $30. How, dude? How do you get away with? Because I mean, the cheapest I'm getting tickets at's like $9, and that's a cheapo theater. Until it moves down to the cheap, super cheap shit. Now, if that's you by yourself, I'm not talking about me by myself. I'm talking about 2 drinks. That's 2 drinks and a popcorn. That usually comes out to like $24.99. That's a big popcorn and 2 drinks.
Yeah,
it's about $25.
That's a lot.
So,
I mean, it could
$20 for tickets. That's $45-50.
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, it's all right to splurge once in a while, but with as fickle with movies as we have to be this day and age too, you really got to kind of pick and choose what you're going to go all out on.
Okay, so
yeah,
on that note, let's talk aliens.
Oh boy,
we're gonna talk Aliens Romulus. Okay. So be prepared for an info dump. All right, ladies and gentlemen, because there's a lot to unpack here. I'm not reading off of anything. This is everything in internal memory that I've been looking at for the past couple of months. Number 1, this is not connected to the series that is coming out. So tell me if this makes any sense to you. The TV series that Disney is coming out with has erased Prometheus and Covenant from canon. This movie has not released that from canon. This is very important because those 2 movies are going to be a basis. Okay, so spoiler alert, yes. Eventually. I will warn you. Okay? So I will warn you when I get to some specifics. And then we're gonna if you want to pull up the trailer, pull up the trailer for us and just don't play it. Just share it and then we can click through it and talk about it. This movie will take place between Alien and Aliens. So it's a inner sequel, prequel, whatever.
Do you want the link for it?
Oh, sure. Yeah, send me the link.
Yeah.
I can pull it up.
Because Zero does not have the capability to
You do. You can share.
Share his
screen.
Okay, Zero's too stupid to know how to share his screen.
Okay.
What is it? What's this present button down here?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Button.
Oh,
yeah,
I've never used that before.
Yeah.
Wow. I learn something new every day.
Okay. So, yes, Disney is doing an Alien series. The Alien series acts like Prometheus and Covenant never happened.
Mm-hmm.
Alien Romulus, this movie, it's very important that those movies happened. Okay? So what they have tried to do is incorporate everything Ridley did and everything that Cameron's going to do. Okay? So you don't have to worry about Alien 3 or Alien Resurrection so much as you've got to look at Prometheus, Covenant, Alien, and Aliens.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't know about those movies, you're going to go into this and you're going to be like, this is some freaky shit.
Yeah.
If you do know about those movies, you're going to be poking your partner if they don't and explaining all of this to them while you're watching.
Mm-hmm.
While you're watching the movie. How does this connect to those movies? So Hadley's Hope is the ground is broken on Hadley's Hope in 2150. So the colony is founded in 2150. This movie happens in 2142. So 8 years before the colony on LV 426 is founded, not destroyed. That happens in the 2170s. That's when it's founded. So Ripley's been floating in space for 20 years when this movie happens. I don't know how much. Let's look at the trailer real quick. And
Just
then
in
we'll
case.
get into some spoilers and then we'll talk. We'll get into some spoilers and then we can talk. Ah, God. Yeah, let's not and say we did. Okay.
Spaceship sounds.
Spaceship.
Even though they shouldn't be making any sounds in space, but hey, we gotta suspend our disbelief just a little bit.
Right. Between Alien Isolation. So this is going to be like Isolation. So this is apparently this guy when they were doing Covenant. The I think his name's Pete. I know he's not from Ukraine.
Who, the director?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I never
Yeah,
say his name.
I forget his name. It's a really easy name too, but yeah, I saw it maybe like once or twice this weekend, and I just totally blanking on it now. But anyway,
Paddy Alvarez.
That's the one.
Paddy.
That's the
I
one.
don't know why I was thinking Pete.
Yeah,
Pete Shanahan. No, this isn't Stargate. God help me. Paddy.
Fiddy. I don't know.
Paddy. That's all.
So yeah.
Okay. So
Is there anybody out there in chat who actually doesn't want to see the trailer and just kind of want to discover it for themselves? If so, just shut your screen off and just listen to us ramble. Spoiler alert. And did we just lose Loki there?
no,
And he's back.
No, I hit the wrong button because I'm not smart.
If there's coffee in that nebula, Voyager will be there. Yeah. So I don't think chat cares. We can probably, all spoilers aside, the trailer doesn't show a whole lot. It's a very quick trailer. Obviously you're going to see some references and, little tips of the cap to certain things, but there really doesn't show, they don't show a whole lot about what to be expected, which is it's kind of a positive and a negative, because I mean, this day and age, trailers, I always feel they either give away too much or they're too misleading. They don't show enough to show what the film is actually going to be like. Trailers can look great, movies suck, and the opposite could be true. So
I
yeah.
will explain this question, Henry. Just let's get through this, and then I'm going to put up a spoilers tag. And if you want to hear what I know, I haven't seen this yet, but I've talked to people who have seen it. And there's another great content creator that has covered a lot of this, Mr. H, who is
Mm-hmm.
the absolute shit and bomb. Love that guy, and he's put a lot of information out. So we'll go over what he has to say as well. So if I didn't know someone who had seen this, I would not be talking about what we're going to talk about. So let's so spaceship.
Mm-hmm.
This ship is filled with angsty early 20 somethings.
Yeah. That's the initial thing that kind of really scared me about this one, and not in a good way.
So this is the party bus.
The USS Dubstep.
Right?
Mhm.
And it's full of angsty 20-year-olds.
Like, oh my god, do you know what anti-gravity is going to do to my hair? Holy shit.
Okay, this is a rundown scientific space station. This is a research station that no one knows about. They, as far as anybody is concerned, this is an abandoned space station. But Wayyu's got a research set up here. I will explain that later.
From Fede Alvarez.
Okay, let's just look at the...
So obviously you can see right off the bat, they're really going with the old school,
Yes.
you know, really practical, rundown, to quote them, truckers in space kind of look that they got going on here, which is cool. It's very cool.
And yes, this is by the same guy who had a tree impregnate a 20-something girl.
Mhm.
If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What the tree did to the chick.
But
without her permission.
we won't go there.
Ridley
So
Scott is behind this. Apparently,
yeah.
Ridley's seen this. He's seen the whole movie without the VFX stuff.
And he said it was fucking great, man.
And so
I know,
did...
wrong accent, but you know, that's what he said.
So did Cameron. But I find that Ridley and Cameron are kind of like in a different universe now besides the rest of us.
Well, I mean, you know, to sidestep a little bit, you know, we all saw what, like, everybody got excited when James Cameron came back to take back his Terminator franchise, and we all saw what happened there. So I mean, the opinions of, you know, the people who used to be great, they're not really being held so high right now in that regard. So if they're both saying this is kick-ass, I'm just going to have to throw this out there right now, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be the judge of that. The audience will.
And I wouldn't completely disagree with that. But Project Cambrian, one thing you have to realize is this is going back to the haunted house on a tightly enclosed space. Okay, so you've got your haunted out house alien movie. As we've discussed before, me and you, Zero, Alien is a very claustrophobic kind of like nightmare scenario that you don't want to ever be in that position. Aliens is like what Cameron talks about in the director's cut, where he's like, I wanted to do 40 miles of bad road, where it's like every other couple of feet you've got a pothole, and it's just, this is to where you're just exhausted after when you're done.
Yeah, Murphy's Law. You know, it was a Murphy's Law movie. Everything was going wrong.
Everything that could go wrong went wrong. So
This time, it's war. Get it away
You've
from
got,
me.
like,
Get
the
it away.
pull back into shot of the sleeping chambers. From what I understand, these are very important. These are going to be very important. This is going to be a very important part of the movie, is these sleep chambers.
Ah, sorry, I'm just reenacting the captions here. So, yeah. Run. We're here. See that right there? That makes her look like the villain. You know, that's a title card for a horror movie right there. She's coming after you next.
So,
I mean, it's a cool looking shot.
It's a very cool looking shot.
It was a little misleading when I saw the thumbnail. I'm thinking, what is that? Oh, she's trying to escape something. I get it. So, angsty teen number 1. Well, they're not really teens. They're young adults. How adult like they act. There's your hentai shot right there for anybody interested. I don't know what the hell is going on there.
They're pulling okay, so they're pulling a face hugger off of her. There are the fingers.
Yeah.
And that's what's going down her throat to lay the egg.
So I'm assuming, since canonically this has all been stated before, and I promise we're not going to nitpick every single little detail, but I'm assuming the face huggers, when they attempt to impregnate you and that, you know, esophagus looking thing gets shoved down your esophagus, it has to remain there for a certain point of time before the attempt of extraction kills the person. So obviously, I'm guessing if you get it off quick enough, you're okay. Yes, I just said get it off quick enough. Grow up, everybody.
Matt Cave said we could possibly get Working Joes from rival company Alien Isolation. That could be cool on film.
Oh, it'll be Terminator in space.
We're gonna get to that. I don't want to like blast past this, but we're gonna get to that because there is going to be a huge cameo in this movie. Let me get through this, and so they're floating. We have no idea, like, why is gravity off? What is going on? She's crying. Oh my God, we're all gonna die because we're angsty. We pulled up in the bang bus, not taking any of this seriously, and now we're not gonna make it. We screwed up. Oh no, giant balls of fire coming out of the space station.
And then
face huggers everywhere.
Yeah. So the one thing I appreciated about this is they gave face huggers a sort of fatal, lethal kind of presence that we haven't seen in a while. Because then of course there's your wannabe Ripley iconic shot right there. Because we have to put that in. We have to do something like that. So I did appreciate the fact that they made the face huggers look a little more menacing, because for the longest time, face huggers basically have just been a meme. It's like, oh, well, you just have to avoid them, or they weren't as threatening as they originally were supposed to be. I mean, they're fast, they're quick, they do a whole bunch of shit. But yeah, so that right there is the other thing. Now, there's nothing wrong with this from a personal standpoint. I'm just thinking, do you really have to make this a focal point right now? Are you already establishing that this is going to be the sole survivor of the film? A strong female lead yet again. Again, nothing wrong with that.
Again,
but
it's the haunted house thing. You've got to have a chick. You've got to have a chick because it's going to bring chicks to see the chick get scared out of her ass. And there's going to be guys that are like, okay, I want my Ellen Ripley. Y'all have had yours. Give me mine. And then you're going to have people that are just like, I don't give a shit about this.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to see it. I'm going to go see it. From what I've heard now, if you see the little ticker at the bottom of the screen,
spoiler alert,
what we're about to do. And Zero doesn't know about this because I haven't talked to him about it. So I'm going to give y'all 5 seconds. Count of 5. I'm going to start talking about this. So if you don't want to know, mute your shit, walk away for the next 5 minutes, and then we're going to talk about Beetlejuice. So come back 5 minutes, or mute for 5 minutes, and we'll be done talking about it. Once you see the spoiler now thing go, we're done. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. We're going to talk about this. Okay. The A2 Model Ash android is in this movie. What do you mean Ash is in this? Well, it's not really Ash.
It's
the
the
A2. It's an A2. The A2s always were a bit twitchy.
Yeah, the A2 Hyperdyne models, they always were a little bit
Yep.
yeah.
Hyperdyne A2. So there's going to be
yeah.
an A2 in this movie.
That production line will fit the time period here before, you know, they got the Bishop models in full production.
And they might change that. But from what I understand, the A2's in this. At least that's the version of the movie that they saw. They are working on reverse engineering the alien chemistry so that they can get the black goo that you see in Prometheus and Alien Covenant. So they're trying to reverse engineer the aliens and get the black goo as like a cure-all diseases. That was the point of this. And the A2 android, you're going to actually get to hear it talk.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. Perfect organism.
I admire its purity. Also, quick shout out though. Really quick. Nice to see the pulse rifle again.
Yeah, that is a modified pulse rifle she is holding. So we'll see. We'll see what exactly. This station though was full of face huggers because this shit got out. The android was torn in half, a la Bishop. What happens to Bishop and aliens?
Yeah.
And these aliens have just been waiting for someone to come knocking. And the angsty late teen, early 20s group of kiddos decides we're going to leave home because we don't get any fun. We don't get any fun in the sun. So we're going to leave home. But to get where we want to go, to the tropical paradise, we want to go to Lost in Paradise, man. The journey's going to take 9 years, and we've got to go into cryo. We don't have any cryo tubes to go into. So they're going to go in there and going to steal them from this old space station, Romulus. Now, from what I understand, where did they get the aliens from, Loki? They got the aliens from LB-426. So what you have to understand is the company, the company, sent Ripley and the Nostromo there on purpose. They wanted them to get the alien. Okay, they knew the alien was there. They just didn't know where it was, but they knew it was there. So they home in on the beacon, and they find it, but they turn the beacon off. Okay? Before they left, they turned the beacon of the ship off. So Wei-Yu doesn't know where it is. They don't, and they're on a planet. It's a big fucking planet.
Yeah.
Are you telling me they can't scan? No, they can't scan the whole damn planet. So they don't know where this thing is. It blends into the topography. So they can't find it. So they don't know. So then in Aliens, Ripley shows up and Burke starts digging into what the hell she's talking about and is like, I have coordinates now to where this fucking thing is. We've got a colony there that's never found this shit. So Loki, are you saying that they didn't know about it when they put the colony there? No, that's why they put the colony there. They put the colony there so that eventually they would find it. Okay, that's what the survey teams are for.
Mhm.
It's a worthless hunk of rock in space. That's what Homegirl says. It's a rock, no indigenous life. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
But Loki, the mining colony is there. They don't mine anything. They survey and they survey and they survey. There's nothing on the planet to mine. It's a worthless hunk of rock. Okay? I don't know. I don't know why this is so hard for some people to like, because there have been a few people that have argued this against this idea. There's nothing there. There's no reason to build a colony there. Oh, well, we've had colonists there for 20 years and they've never reported any crazy indigenous life forms. Did IQs just drop sharply while I was away? That's the way I feel about this sometimes. It's like, no, the company knew, they just didn't know where.
Yep.
And when Ripley got back, she gave them the coordinates where they landed. So Burke's first fucking thing is like, I'm going to send someone there.
Payday.
It's payday, bitches.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to send someone out to find it because now I've got the missing piece of the puzzle. I know where the fucking ship is.
Yeah.
Now, whether Van Leeuwen and the rest of those guys knew what the hell was going on, that's... Who knows? Who knows what way you use left hand or right hand knows what's going on. But as far as why that colony was there, it was there to find the damn aliens in the first place. It was just taking a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those things they monitored. He sent them out there. No, he didn't warn them because he knew what was going to fucking happen.
Yep.
Plenty of specimens to choose from.
Yeah. 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 I mean, it made sense. He knew exactly what was going on. I think maybe if you want to look at it that way, it could be that Burke wasn't expecting the entire colony to get wiped out with this thing, because there's a lot of lore and there's a lot of books that go into detail about what was going on there before everything, so it could have been just the case of, the dad got brought back with, I want a hug on his face there. And, they didn't know, the colony didn't know what the hell was going on there. And then all hell breaks loose from that or whatever. So the military comes in because they know how to handle this, apparently, even though we just got our asses kicked, pal. So if from that perspective, maybe Burke didn't know the colony was just going to have a horrible outbreak. He was probably just looking for one specimen, or he could have planned the entire colony, and Wayland could have funded the bill. They could have fronted the bill to bring the military in to think, well, maybe we can get some of them infected. So who knows? There's a million different ways to look at it.
Deji asked, why the heck were Newt's parents out driving around in the Maelstrom anyway? Because of Burke. Burke sent him out there.
Burke was the one that sent him out.
If you listen to their boss, the guy that's on the colony walking around talking to Rybecker, he's like, some suit at the company sends me coordinates and I need to send somebody out to go check them. And then this some bitch calls me and says, if I find something, is it mine? And he's like, if you find it, it is yours.
Mm-hmm.
So when they see that ship, it's like, oh boy, my ship just came in. Our ship just came in. We're going to be billionaires.
Yeah.
Because we just found an alien spacecraft on this hunk of rock, and we are putting claim to it. It is mine.
It seems to be, there was a lot of that going on, like surveying worlds and doing all that kind of stuff. Because right from the opening of Aliens, when the narcissist is found with Ripley inside, the team that cuts that door off says, oh, there's life signs. And the guy's like, oh, there goes our salvage rights, guys. It's like, she's alive. She still owns what she's in. So it ain't yours.
No, absolutely. And that's like dumpster diving to these guys. So the guys that you saw doing that, that's how they make their money. That's what they do. They find shit like that. They cut it up. They sell it. Whatever they do, they're finding, wayward ships out in the middle of nowhere. There's an entire movie or a book. There's an entire alien book about one of those guys opening up a cargo vessel, going in and getting face hugged because there's eggs, and they're like,
hello
"Ew."
there.
Yeah, what the hell is this? Ah! And yeah, the whole
Yep.
ship's toast, and the space station they're attached to is toast,
Mm.
all because someone's actually sent a cargo ship in to their space to get found with alien eggs on it, so they could just sit back and watch what happened.
Yeah.
That is the company you're dealing with.
Yeah.
Is a company that would intentionally put those things on a ship and just let it coast and wait and then watch the aftermath.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it almost, when you boil it down to the primordial essence, it's a lot like pirates. You know, there's a bunch of swashbucklers out there, and they're just trying to lay their claim to whatever they can find and make some money off of. And Burke was the exact same way. He was going to pirate some bodies and bring back some really expensive shit.
Yep.
So what does this have to do with the trailer? Well, all that world building is going into this. So this is going to be an extension, quote, extension about what's going on while all of this is taking place.
Yes. So there we go. There's your trailer. 9 million views in the past 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yep.
Alien Romulus. I'm gonna go see it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm cautiously optimistic.
Very, very cautiously.
Very, very cautiously.
Very. Because it's been a long time since we've had a good alien movie. Like, what, over 30 years? Prometheus was nice to look at. I appreciate the sidestep they took, telling a kind of different story. Covenant was kind of just a mess. Also, again, great film to look at, but there was a bunch of shit going on in there that I really could have done without. But all that being said, yeah, I will go see this one. But considering how us hardcore fans have been dealt the past several years now, wait and see. Just wait and see. Make your own decisions. Come to your own conclusions.
So we will definitely watch this. We'll send Zero to watch it too, so we can talk about this.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get a guest to come on and share their expert opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, though, if you haven't, check out Mr. H.
Yeah.
He is the end all be all. Him and Alien Theory.
I was gonna say he does a lot of Alien Theory does a lot of lore that a lot of the larger audience may not know about, because he's really into the books and, you know, the comics and all that kind of behind the scenes, you know, little details that everyone just can walk over so easily they may not even know it's there. So yeah, two really great sources of information there if you're ever curious about digging a little deeper.
Honestly, Mr. H is the only reason why I gave Covenant a shot. And it was a shit film. It's an okay though. Going, you know, below 2 hours into it was okay. It missed the mark on so many other. You do the fingering.
Oh my God. Yeah. So many things. But again, you've already heard us rant and rave about what's wrong with that film and what was kind of okay about it. But yeah.
Yeah, Alien Theory knows what's up. I love Mr. H.
Yep.
Both those guys leading up to Covenant are probably the only reason why I gave Covenant a chance.
I gave Covenant a chance. Personally, I gave Covenant a chance because I was still hoping that Ridley Scott was going to, you know, drop a juicy turd and polish that shit up into a diamond like he used to do, but it didn't work.
DJ Ronnie G, hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime summertime gal. Baby, my heart's on fire.
Woo! If you refuse me, honey, you lose me, then you'll be left alone. Anyway,
so let's look at And we don't have a lot of time here.
We don't have a lot of time. I know we kind of did a deep dive on a minute-long trailer there and went off on our own little world, but it happens. We could always do the juice next week in a little more detail there.
You guys want us to wait on the Beetlejuice trailer? We'll talk Beetlejuice because we really don't have a lot of time.
We don't have a whole lot of time.
Zero, I just want to tell you both good luck. We're all counting on you. Thank you. Thank you, brother.
I see what you did there. Yeah.
We're all counting on you. Oh, thanks.
The juice is loose. I will say this to summarize my feelings between the two trailers. Also, if you haven't checked out the Beetlejuice trailer, go for it.
The look on Lydia's face, dude.
Yeah.
The look on Winona Ryder's face when he's like,
the juice is loose. I'm thinking that's my guy. So I will
see the sign Beetlejuice.
Yeah. So that being said, I gotta say, do you already think they're planning a trilogy out of this one? Because obviously, if you do,
I don't think so.
If you do a third movie, though, what's it gonna be? Beetlejuice.
Here's the deal. Keaton did an interview. This is one of the really things I loved because I loved how much shade he threw at Flash.
Mm-hmm.
I love how much shade he threw at that movie. He pulled it out and laid it on the table and was like, "That's what I think about the movie."
Yeah.
The question he was asked is, "What do you think? What is it like coming back to a role you haven't played in the last 30 years?" And he goes, "Well, certainly better than the last one." And I was like, "Oh,
that's why I have always loved Michael Keaton because he just doesn't give
damn.
Did you see him at the Academy? Well, probably not. Nobody watched the Academy Awards, but when Danny DeVito and Schwarzenegger were on stage and they were making fun of him, we both tried to kill Batman, and he's just got this look. I'm thinking, shit, you could slap the cowl on his face right then and there, and I'd be shitting my pants.
They're dumb. Warner Brothers are morons.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when it comes to DC. They're absolute effing morons.
Yeah.
So is Marvel now. But I mean, they dug their own grave. DC never got out of they're just like, yeah, keep digging, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep digging.
Marvel
was doing really good for a while, and then they started digging their own grave.
Yeah.
They couldn't help themselves because they're so up their own ass that
looking for diamonds.
DC started there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not talking about Christopher Reeve. I'm talking about everything they did with Nolan, everything they did with Superman, and it's just everything they've done on that end. It was Batman versus Superman, okay movie. The director's cut is, but without that extra information, you're just kind of like, eh.
Yeah.
Then you realize they cut this down so they could get more people in the theater.
Yeah.
So they literally cut the movie in half so they could get more people in the theater. And that's all. That's the only reason why they did that.
It's pretty sad.
It's dumb.
Yeah. It's pretty stupid. So in your honest opinion, you can all either, and Loki, I want to ask you especially, me personally, and this might surprise some of you, may not surprise considering everything we just said. Between the two, I'm looking forward to Beetlejuice more than Alien Romulus.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I'm pretty excited to go see Alien Romulus.
Yeah.
I am optimistically excited.
I'll be a little bit optimistic for Alien, but it's, it's not a very high bar to step over, but we'll see how it goes. But I'm intrigued to see Michael Keaton pick it up again. Catherine O'Hara, Winona Ryder, and Michael Keaton has had nothing but praise for Jenna Ortega in that movie as well. So
what do I mean? Okay, so let me clarify with something really quick. I really liked Batman Begins. I fucking loved Dark Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Rises was a giant effing shit show, and that's Warner Brothers' fault.
Yeah,
Some
Rises
were like, oh well, Nolan was the director. Nolan got told what his movie was going to be about before he ever
Mm.
like started working on.
Yeah.
So it was supposed to be, you were supposed to get the Batman versus Superman thing in Rises,
Mm.
and they cut all that out, but they kept aspects of the story in it. Okay, so you literally got aspects of the story that were supposed to lead into Dark Knight Returns, which is Batman versus Superman.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you've got Batman like chilling at the end of the movie in another country, and he looks over and he sees Alfred, you know, and they're all like, "Oh,
Did
right?
that really
Okay?
happen? Yeah.
Because Superman was supposed to come in and take the vigilantes out. So Superman doesn't know Batman from Adam. Comes in, knows who he is, sees behind the mask. So Bane is like, "Oh, I
I know they had to bring him in to re-record, but still, did anybody understand what the fuck he was saying behind that mask?
So when I say no, they fucked with Nolan, and that even Nolan, I mean, they're just WB cannot fucking help themselves when it comes to superhero shit.
Yeah,
they can't. They screwed it up. Rises should have been like peak
Rises
superhero ever.
It should have gone out on a high note. I thought it was overly long. It didn't need to be almost 3 hours. And I found it to be very, very mediocre emotion wise. It was very mid card. It was very, there was no sense of finality to what was going on there. It just kind of left you feeling a little bit hollow. Like, really? That's how it ends? What fucking sense does that make? I mean, like, come on. Yeah. I mean, I like Tom Hardy, but that Bane was kind of bullshit. Oh, what do you mean, sir? It was so fucking cool. No, it wasn't. I can't understand what the fuck you're saying. I mean, jeez.
I was born to it. What?
Exactly.
I was born to it. What? I told you, Batman. I was born to it. I can't hear you.
I mean,
there's something over your face? It's my mask.
I mean, was
You're
that
gonna have
literally...
to take off the mask? I can't understand what you're.
I want you guys to check this out, because I believe that's really what they did. They got Tom Hardy to go into a phone booth and just start talking like this. There, I just gave Warner Brothers $1 billion fucking paycheck to save money the next time they do that shit.
And I will answer this. Shellback, because they didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
It's an animated thing. They didn't care. It's an animated kids show. They didn't give a shit. They just said, make it. And then the badass people that actually cared about it made it. WB didn't give a fuck about it.
Mm.
The problem is that WB wanted to commit or go head to head against Marvel. And that's all they were looking at was, we need to have our own universe. We got to compete. Let's have Superman kill.
Yeah.
Let's have Batman kill. Let's have, we're just going to throw all this shit out the window.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to care.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Mock.
Makini.
We're getting really bad at this. We might have to schedule an official 10-minute overrun. We're turning into AEW. Oh yeah, I went there again. So yeah, we'll get a little more in depth into Beetlejuice next week. But looking forward to Beetlejuice. That's going to be hard to say over and over again. Alien Romulus. I'll hold once again a little tiny speck of hope for it, but I'm not setting my expectations too high on that one. Overall, looking forward to seeing Michael Keaton again just a little bit more, because I love everything he's been in. And it's freaking Beetlejuice, man. And it's Tim Burton, it's Winona Ryder, it's everybody, half of them at least. So yeah, we'll get a little more in depth on that next week, so we're not rambling on for another 45 minutes here.
And we're going to send everybody over to Makini's here in just a minute. 6 with a $20 super sticker.
Jesus.
Thank you, 6, so very much. It says, thank you for being you. And it's got a pear with the maracas.
What a lovely sentiment, Victor. I could find that $20 and buy a better fucking microphone and voice apparatus for my superhero costume.
What?
I know what? If
What?
there was ever a time to use it. What?
What?
Jesus. Oh my God. You're awesome, Six. Where the hell have you been? I haven't seen you on Monday in a while. Oh man. So
Thank you
yeah.
so much, Six. This one is just for you. We're gonna burn down the whole fucking village on the way out. Skull! Y'all take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. Don't miss Mockney coming up after this in the morning block here on Mornings of Mischief. Have a great one, everybody.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.